Hello everyone, welcome to ePatia videos. So in this session we'll be discussing about important GK questions on physics, and along with physics we also will be covering some important science and technology questions also. So these questions are particularly asked in various exams like SSC, CHSL, CGL and various bank exams and railway exams. So come on my dear friends, let's move to the questions. What is the full form of ASLV? So we might have heard the terms like ASLV or PSLV when we talk about science and technology related current issues and all those things. So this is one such topic we are dealing today. So the full form of ASLV is Augmented Satellite Launch Vehicle. So it can also be called as Advanced Satellite Launch Vehicle. So which in short it is known as ASLV. So ASLV, it was a small lift launch vehicle which is a 5-staged solid fuel rocket which is developed by ISRO, that is Indian Space Research Organization, and this was developed to place ASLV was developed to place 150 kg satellite into LEO. So this project, it was started in India by India during the early 1980s to develop a technologies that is needed for a payload to be placed in geostationary orbit. So its design, it was based on satellite launch vehicle, so which we call as SLV. So ISRO did not have sufficient funds for both the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle program as well as ASLV program at the same time, and the ASLV program was terminated after the initial developmental flights, and the payloads of ASLV, it were stretched to Rohini satellites. So this is a brief introduction about ASLV. The full form of ASLV is Augmented Satellite Launch Vehicle, or which is also called as Advanced Satellite Launch Vehicle. So which is India's first experimental satellite launch vehicle? So India's first experimental satellite launch vehicle was SLV-3. So Satellite Launch Vehicle 3, the full form of SLV, Satellite Launch Vehicle 3. So this was the India's first experimental satellite launch vehicle, which was an all solid, and it is a 4-stage vehicle which is weighing nearly 17 tons with a height of 22 meter, and it is capable of placing 40 kg of class payloads in lower Earth orbit. So this SLV-3, it was launched by Indian Space Program during the year 1980s. So which type of fuel it is used by GSLV in its operations? So GSLV uses two types of fuels. So it uses liquid in the first stage and solid fuel in the second stage. So this GSLV operation, the first developmental test flight of India's Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, that is GSLV, it was successfully carried out from Shar Center in Sriharikota, so which is about 100 kilometers of north of Chennai. So this is a major milestone in Indian space program. Where is the headquarters of ISRO? So the headquarters of ISRO is in Bengaluru in Karnataka. So this ISRO, it is a National Space Agency of Republic of India, which is as we know that it is headquartered in Bangalore, and it operates under Department of Space, which is directly overseen by Prime Minister of India. The chairman of ISRO, he acts as an executive of Department of Space. ISRO is a primary agency in India to perform tasks that is related to space, that is space-based applications, space explorations and development of related technologies. So ISRO is said to be one of the 6 government space agencies in the world which possesses full launch capabilities, deploy cryogenic engines, it can launch extraterrestrial missions, and it can operate large fleets of artificial satellites. So what is IRNSS? So in a simple way we can tell that IRNSS, it is a navigation satellite. So IRNSS, it is an independent regional navigation satellite system that is being developed by India, and it is designed to provide accurate position information service to users in India as well as a region extending up to 1500 km from its boundary, which is its primary service area. So the operational name of IRNSS is NAVIC, NAVIC. The acronym for NAVIC is Navigation with Indian Constellation. So it is we know that it is an autonomous regional satellite navigation system that provides accurate and real-time positioning and timing services. It covers India and the region extending up to 1500 km around it, with plans for further extension is also there. An extended service area, it lies between the primary service area and a rectangular area which is enclosed by 30th parallel south to 50th parallel north and the 30th meridian east and 130th meridian east beyond the borders. So this system, it currently consists of constellation of 7 satellites with 2 additional satellites on ground as standby. So who was the first man or woman who went to the space? They are asking for first Indian man or woman. So Rakesh Sharma, he was the first man to go to the space from India. Rakesh Sharma, he is a former Indian Air Force pilot who flew abroad, that is at Soyuz T-11 on 3rd April 1984 with the Soviet Interkosmos program. So he is the only Indian citizen to travel to space, although there have been many other astronauts along with him, but he was the only man with an Indian background. The other people were not Indian citizens. Satish Dhawan Space Center, SDSC. Shar, it is situated at Sriharikota. So SDSC, that is Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. This is the spaceport of India, and it is responsible for providing a launch-based infrastructure for the Indian space program. And the chairman of SDSC is Arumugam Rajarajan. He is the chairman of Satish Dhawan Space Center. What was Chandrayaan-1? So Chandrayaan-1, it was a lunar probe. So Chandrayaan-1, it was the first Indian lunar probe under Chandrayaan program. So it was launched by Indian Space Research Organization ISRO in the year October 2008 and operated until August 2009. The mission included a lunar orbiter and also an impactor. So India launched the spacecraft using a PSLV-XL rocket on 22nd October 2008 at Sriharikota, which is in Andhra Pradesh. So this mission, it was a major boost to India's space program as India researched and developed its own technology in order to explore the moon. The vehicle was inserted into lunar orbit on November 8, 2008. So where is the headquarters of DRDO? The headquarters of DRDO is in New Delhi. So DRDO, the full form of DRDO is Defense Research and Development Organization. So this is a defense research and development hub which develops defense technologies, systems or products that are required for Indian armed forces. So DRDO, it develops defense technologies in the project mode. So which is the smallest planet of our solar system? Saturn is said to be the smallest planet of our solar system. Which one of the following stars is nearest star from the Earth? Sun is said to be the nearest star to the Earth. How many years does Halley's Comet takes to complete one revolution around the Sun? Halley's Comets take 76 years to make one revolution around the Sun. So this Halley's Comet, we can say it is a most famous comet, and it is a periodic comet, and it returns to Earth's vicinity about every 75 years, making it possible for human to see it twice in his or her lifetime. So the last time it was here was in 1986, and it projected to return, and it is assumed to be returned in the year 2061. Who invented transformer? Faraday. Michael Faraday invented transformer. This transformer, we can say it is a static electrical machine which transfers AC electrical power from one circuit to the other circuit at a constant frequency. But the voltage level in the transformer, it can be altered. That means voltage can be increased or decreased according to the requirement. So that is the purpose of transformer. What is the SI unit of electric charge? The SI unit of electric charge is Coulomb. So these are some questions that are frequently asked in the government exams. So in the next session also we'll be discussing some more questions. So see you all in the next session. Thank you.